I have a new video for you guys because the Ace family is not doing well. Austin McBroom, as usual, is a total mess. When he's not cheating on his wife, he's over here scamming his fans. And now his bills are starting to add up. But it doesn't look like Austin has the money to pay them because their $10 million mansion is now going under foreclosure, which is so sad and huge for that family. So let's go ahead and get into it. You guys probably know by now, but the Ace family is a family vlogging channel here on YouTube with close to 20 million subscribers. They've been at like 19 for so long. I always want to say like 20 million, but like I think they're going to be at 19 forever. I don't know if they'll ever hit that 20 mark unless they go and buy them. But anyways, the family has been going through it. And honestly, I feel so bad even talking about this because they are losing their home, which I just think financial issues are something I always really struggle with, like even like talking about or conceptualizing, because in my mind, it's so sad for me to see like people lose their homes and like, you know, just children to go through financial struggles. And it never, like when I heard this news, I wasn't like, oh wow, like the Ace family, they're getting what they deserve. Like, no, I think about the children and what they could be going through with their mother who's dealing with a full-blown lawsuit. If you have not seen my video, definitely go check that out because Catherine McBroom's like own company is pretty much suing her. So definitely go check out that video because it's not looking good. And like I mentioned earlier, their house is now getting foreclosed. So let's talk about that. And then we'll talk about what has led up to this because Austin really hasn't made the smartest choices. So here is the Ace family home. I'm going to block out the address and stuff because it's not blocked out right now. But as you guys can see, it is for pre-foreclosure, which means pretty much it's about to be foreclosed. And if you guys don't understand how houses work, I don't either, but pretty much when you don't pay your mortgage, which is pretty much a loan from the bank. So when you're not paying the bank the money that you borrowed from them, they have the ability to seize your home. And actually, the McBroom family hasn't been paying for a minute. So they're at the point where they're at pre-foreclosure, which would mean that they are preparing for a full-blown foreclosure and to lose their home, which if you guys remember my latest like Landon and Shyla video, Landon's like currently staying with the Ace family. So I guess they're about to be out on like, you know, without a home. I mean, obviously they'll get a home, but like they're losing their big one that they flex all over YouTube with. So here's the breakdown on what's going on. So they pretty much owe about $8.7 million on their house, which makes sense. They have like a $10 million house, so they paid off some of it. And if you guys, again, don't understand how like mortgage works, you make a payment every single month. And it looks like they haven't made a payment since February, which is not good. Like you don't just not pay your rent for 3-4 months. You don't just not pay your bills for 4 months because you get in this situation where people are asking where their money's at. And if you don't provide it, they'll take what they borrowed from you. It looks like they actually got late charges in February on the 1st. So maybe it's been a few more months since that because they finally got like, hey, yo, you know, your warning's coming in February. Now we're in July and they are full blown getting like foreclosed to the point where people are putting up like ads on the Zillow website to start like foreclosing and selling their home because they anticipate that the Ace family won't be able to pay their bills. It actually looks like this is the full blown like notice that the file that Austin was presented with. It says like, remember in all caps, you may lose legal rights if you do not take prompt action, which that is so scary to me. Again, I just think about the children. I'm like, oh, like you don't want them to be like forced out of their home by like government officials or something. This looks so bad for their family. Like they're not even hitting up the mortgage broker and letting them know like, hey, like we're gonna be paying sometime soon. They're straight up ignoring everything. And that's why it's gotten to this point where the state and the bank and everything have to go and like pursue the home because they just can't get anything out of Austin or Catherine. So why are we at this point where Austin and Catherine are literally losing their home over some bills they have not paid when they live such a bougie and lavish lifestyle? Well, let's talk about some things that have been going on with Austin because he's been getting in some financial trouble recently, and it makes sense to me now that he hasn't had any money in the bank to pay his bills. Keep in mind, guys, that Austin and his company Social Gloves through this YouTuber versus TikTokers event, $1 million boxing tournament, and a lot of people have been asking questions about where their money is. This article from The Blast writes, is Austin McBroom hoarding money from from Social Gloves fighters because none of the fighters from that event have gotten paid, and Austin has nothing to say about it. Here's actually some proof that shows that Austin does in fact own Social Gloves, which is pretty much like the entertainment company that threw the event. These are trademark files that show that Austin and his company own Social Gloves. It's all in his name, so now he's responsible to pay the bills at the end of the day, and it's not looking like he knows how to pay his bills. If you guys have watched my previous videos about Austin McBroom, you may have seen before that Tana Mongo. I always want to say it, Tana Mojo. Why do I always have to say it like 3 times until I get it right? I'm like Mongo, Mongoose, Monjo. Tana Monjo. Mojo. Tana Mojo. Tana Mojo. There we go. Takes me a few times every single time. But anyways, Tana and Austin always go at it. And actually, she recently brought up this whole Social Gloves situation. She wrote in a tweet, not Austin McBroom owning most of Social Gloves, and then everyone being surprised people are getting paid, which is facts. And Austin replied, not the most desperate human being speaking on stuff she doesn't know about. Don't try and bring me or the event down to make you feel better about TanaCon. Every fighter, including myself, will be getting paid, and a lawsuit is happening, and it's not with Social Gloves, dumb. Austin continued to tweet, just wait till I can actually speak about it. He wrote, matter of fact, if you're a woman who would love to sleep Tana, like, knock her out in the ring, hit me up. You'd be honored to make it happen. And then again, he tweeted, I back to my normal life. Actually, he didn't say normal. I don't know why I added that. His life is so far from normal, and I'm confused on like what this whole like legal battle is. We just talked about Catherine's in another video, and I'm like, what is Austin going through? Like, what like lawsuit is happening? Keep in mind that like at one point, actually, we'll save it for a minute. Frankly, I don't think the event itself made enough money to pay off everyone. Actually, a lot of people were saying that the event only got 100,000 per views, so that would mean like people on their TVs paying $30 to go and watch it. They were actually expecting like about 500,000 people to pay that, so only 100,000 is what I've heard. Austin claims that it's all clout and that they sold way more, but on the word on the streets say that they only sold about 100,000, which would definitely not even pay for like the arena or anything, let alone the like millions of dollars that Bryce Hall's supposed to get paid, which he has not gotten paid anything, and I don't think he's going to get paid anytime soon. You guys can tell that Austin owns Social Gloves because he literally posted this on their story, and I could tell that Austin wrote it. Pretty much they write, before people start any rumors, we are working tirelessly to verify the financial results of Social Gloves event. We have hired a leading accounting firm as well as a first-class forensic auditor to make sure that all amounts are properly accounted for. Our sincere hope is to pay every fighter and every talent who participated in this event in a reasonable time frame. Please continue to send us your receipts as it assists in verifying the total amounts earned. What? What is going on here? This is so weird. Our sincere hope is to pay every fighter. Didn't you get into a contract with these fighters? Like if I was a fighter at this event, if I spent months getting ready, working out, dedicating so much time in my platform to promoting this event, and I did not get paid what I was promised, there'll be more than just a couple of lawsuits. I'll be getting all the money that you guys owe me and some. Like this to me is such a cop-out, and I feel like the whole, like maybe people, like the fighters knew from the jump they weren't going to get paid, but like I don't know how you would agree to this. I don't know what lawsuit Austin is referring to. Maybe it's a lawsuit with TikTok, because we talked about this before on my channel that Austin actually got a cease and desist from TikTok for using their logo on the banners for the Social Gloves event. This article goes into detail on how TikTok sent Social Gloves a huge cease and desist telling them to stop using the TikTok logo, but they continue to do so. So maybe Social Gloves is in a lawsuit with TikTok. I have no idea, but if they were, I would be so scared because TikTok has a lot of money behind them. Another reason why I feel like Austin isn't doing too well right now is because a lot of his scams are starting to catch up with him, because he has put out a lot of things into the world, which is great. I love a YouTuber creating a business and putting out something. I can only dream dream to one day of create something, some type of business. I would love that. But for now, like, I don't know how you could do it all. And I don't think Austin knows either, because remember, he had his whole like course on how to become a YouTuber, which was like $600 a year to have a membership, which he hasn't posted on for months now. Again, it's titled How I Became a Millionaire. And I feel like it's actually like Austin becoming a millionaire, because like if you're anything, you're going to be broke after this program with how much they charge you. I had the McDonald's plan, and I even couldn't have it long because it was like, what, $7 a month, and I was getting nothing from this. Actually, a really big YouTuber recently named Drew Gooden made a video about the whole How I Became a Millionaire scam. It did very well, popped off, and actually, he brought up my video before because I've talked about this for months now. I really appreciate that he shouted me out because, you know, I've spent a lot of time on YouTube and really investigating and creating content to expose bad influencers, and I'm so happy that Drew recognized like my video and this issue and brought awareness to it, because I feel like this is another one of the scams Austin has done, and now it kind of explains why he cannot pay his bills or off his house and stuff, because it just sounds like he dug his own grave. It's like he created this YouTuber course, which was cute for a moment, but then the whole boxing thing took over, and he was like, oh yeah, this is my life now, like I'm a boxer. And I'm like, what about this YouTuber course? What about this juice? What about this merch? Like, everything has just been left in the dust, including this program and Catherine McBroom's skincare line. I would never wish any financial struggles on anyone, and I understand how stressful that must be, and I really do feel bad for the family because they're experiencing the foreclosure, but part of me also feels like they kind of had this coming because of their past actions. So it's sad, but like also like, why are they screwing so many people over? I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and open this P.O. Box package letter. I actually got it like last month on June 11th, so I'm sorry that I'm opening it so late. It actually doesn't say who it's from, so hopefully it's nothing scary. Let's go ahead and open, guys. Ooh. Okay. Anyways, if you guys ever want to send me any P.O. Box package items, feel free to do so below. It looks like this is actually a postcard. Oh, so sweet. Look at that. It's like a bear hugging another bear. Oh, so cute. It doesn't really say anyone's name. It just says, I love you so much. And I don't have a name here or where it came from. So thank you so much. I don't know who this is from. If you want to email me and let me know, feel free to do so. But if not, I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.